Now, I don't want to get too excited, but we are 5th place in the table after the halfway point of the season. 20 games played, 38 points on the board. We are not in a relegation scrap. We are 2 points away from that magic 40 points, which hopefully we will hit in today's episode. We are going to be playing 2 matches. We've also got a transfer window. It's going to be Middlesbrough and Leeds, 2 teams, or 1 team at the bottom of the table. You saw how that went in the last episode, and 1 team who were down the wrong end, who have now moved up to 12th, apparently. We've also got Wolves in the FA Cup replay, because we drew 1-1. This is what we've done. So we started off with something a little bit special, beating Manchester City, who were top of the table 4-2. I don't know how we did it. We then beat Brighton, we beat Wolves, we beat West Ham, we beat QPR, drew with Newcastle, and 2 defeats against Leicester and Leeds. We're looking pretty good. We're not losing a huge amount of games. We're losing probably 1/3 of the games we're playing. We're winning 2/3 for the most part. So we're doing actually a hell of a lot better than I thought. Oh, and by the way, it's January. There has been some business. 3 big money transfers leaving the club. 2 of them to Wolfsburg. First up, Nenad Stulic has left. He has gone for £15 million, potentially going up to 16.5. We just weren't playing him. Joining him over in Germany is Jim Gregg. £11.25 million for Jim, but that is going to be going up. Hopefully, I think there's some other things in there. Definitely more than £11.25 million, but he has also left the club. Again, wasn't really playing. And the one that annoys me the most is Felix Patino. He has left the club because he's never going to get a work permit. He spent a season playing at Jeonbuk. He spent plenty of time playing in Tenerife as well. Never got a work permit, but we have managed to somehow con Atalanta out of £22 million. We had a bidding war between them and Sevilla, and Atalanta were the ones that won it. That's big money. Joining the club then, Fabio Silva. That's right, we've signed a Wonderkid who's no longer a Wonderkid because he's 32 years old. He's still got a couple of years left in the tank, and he's only cost us £2.5 million, which is peanuts. Next up is somebody who is going to be probably getting a fair amount of football off the bench. It is Maximilian Meyer. Not that one. It's a new one. It's a new gen, signed from VfB Stuttgart. He has cost 11. Nope, I thought it was 11.25. It's £13.25 million. He's good. He's only young. He's still got plenty of time. He's going to be 20 at the start of next season. Plenty of time for Max to get better, and I think he will. And then 2 players who annoyingly don't have work permits, but I think are going to be world class. Ismail Mokhtar is an 18-year-old Moroccan right-back signed from Wydad Casablanca. If you want to sign good youngsters, Wydad Casablanca are a very, very good team to go to. He has cost us £3 million. I think it might go up to 8 because it's a compensation kind of package. £3 million for a potentially world-class right-back. If he gets himself a work permit, which he should be able to do within 6 months, I would hope, we are going to have ourselves a very good right-back. And similarly, Maged Ali is a very good and hopefully soon-to-be world-class centre-back signed from Zamalek in his native Egypt. He's cost a little bit more money, but you can tell how good he is when he's valued at £59 to £81 million. He's cost us £10.5 million. That was his minimum fee release. I mean, it's still not a lot of money, but again, does not have a work permit. We can apply for one in 85 days. He might get a game at the end of the season if he gets himself a work permit. Otherwise, we need him to basically play games for Egypt or maybe loan him out, which is something I might try and do before the transfer window shuts. So yeah, our January has been quite an expensive one. We have spent about 25 to 30 million pounds in January, but we have brought in 15, 25, numbers, 50. We brought in nearly 50 million pounds in January. So we're actually at a net profit, and I think it's been good. Let's play our first match of the episode. It is up against Middlesbrough. I think it's Middlesbrough. It is. Let's go. The starting lineup then for the Middlesbrough game at the Riverside, which is where I assume they still play. I imagine they probably will. Is Pintea in goal, Barton, Ballo, Lambert and Benjaloun in defence. Benjaloun is going to be playing as our left back, because basically we don't really have a good left back, because either they're on international duty like Tong Sung Toa, because apparently there's an Asian Cup going on, or they don't get a work permit. So Benjaloun's going to have to play there. It's going to be Elliott and Bean in the middle of the pitch, Darko Moreno on the wing, Santalan and Hudson up front. On the subs bench, we do have Meyer. We do also have Fabio Silva. Expect to see them at some point. Right, last episode, we weren't particularly good. We obviously managed to pick up the 3 points against Everton, but we were absolutely shockingly bad against Arsenal. Middlesbrough are literally on a 5-game losing streak, at least 5 games. So we should we should be good enough to beat Middlesbrough. They are bottom of the table as well, for a reason. Doyle with the ball, terrible pass, Benjaloun intercepts. Ballo then. We are playing, by the way, 2 central defenders who were formerly of Aston Villa, I think, and we signed them when they got relegated. So it's not necessarily the best defence we've brought in, but we needed better defenders, and that was kind of the only real options we had. Ramazani with the ball, back to Lorenko, forward to Ramazani again. Francois tries to spread it across to the right and does manage to find Bondo. He's been tripped by Benjaloun. It was well outside the area. Don't send him off for that. Okay, he's not. I don't think he's booking him at all. I think we're just getting VAR. Are we going to see the free kick? Because it definitely wasn't a penalty. Number 7 then stepping up. So far, Middlesbrough are looking like the better side. Doyle takes it towards the back post. It's a header clear. And now Moreno, counter-attack time. Have we got the numbers? It's 2 versus 2. Although a couple of Middlesbrough players are managing to get back as well. Moreno holding on well. Barton on the right. Nothing came of it. Nothing came from that highlight. And no more highlights have actually turned up since that first highlight either. So, I mean, we are having shots. We're getting our shots away, but they're not very good, apparently. We've had 4 on target out of 12. 5 minutes left of the first half, and we have the ball in the Middlesbrough penalty area. Moreno's at the back post, and he's not going to win that one. Bowen, I think, won it. Benjaloun collects. Now Bean. Back to Benjaloun. Not really a left back, but needs must. Bean tries to get some space for himself and almost curls that into the top corner. It would have been a good goal, but unfortunately, it goes over the bar. And at half-time, it is 0-0. We have been the better side. We're getting our shots away, but they're not necessarily the best shots. I'm going to say keep going. We can win this. And I think one thing that has changed, when we're in possession, I think we've had work the ball into the box on previously, and I've turned it off. So I'm going to stick that back on and see whether that suddenly makes a bit more of a difference. Looking at Santillan and Hudson, both of them are playing very bad, aren't they? It is Wood with the free kick. Is that Nathan Wood still at Middlesbrough? He starts the game at Middlesbrough, and after 15 years, he's still there. Bowen to Wood again on the right-hand side. He's going to go backwards to Bowen, who's going to do anything. He's got a lovely head of grey hair on him there, hasn't he? I feel like Bowen's one of those people, he's either 19 or 40. There is no middle ground. Morgan spreads the ball off to Ramanzani on the left. Houghton collects it as well. Can he get past his man? He's tried to and managed to do a little bit of football. It's a crossfield ball. Doyle heads down. Bondo's into the area. Benjaloun is with him every step of the way. Tedesco. Benjaloun's given away another free kick. It's not a free kick. It's a penalty, Stuart. It was definitely in the area. Benjaloun's also picked up a yellow card for his troubles. Houghton steps up, sends it into the bottom corner. And it is 1-0 to Middlesbrough because, of course, it is. They're the team bottom of the table. Darko with a corner, 60 minutes. Can we get ourselves back on level terms? Santillan's going to collect it. Darko loads of space. Feel like he might have been offside. Elliott back to Darko again. 3-4 in the box. Bean's one of them. Unmarked header from Bean and it goes over. Now, I always try and pick games that I think will be good and games where we will win. Which is why we seem to play a lot of lower down teams at the moment, because I think we should be good enough to beat them. And every time we lose, and then we play a Liverpool, which we luckily did on camera, but then we play a Liverpool or a Man City, and we win. So I don't understand. We're going to do 2 striker changes. It is going to be Fabio Silva and Rory Allen coming on. I mean, seems unaffected by knock. I mean, your performance seems to show that is a lie. So we're going to do that. We've done all of our changes after 66 minutes, 1-0 down. We need to get ourselves another goal. Is that going to bring them off the bottom? It's a corner. I don't know. I can't scroll down the league table. Darko's going to take it towards the front post. Ballo can't get there. Jang Dae-ho finds Allen. First time shot from the American. Hits a man. And now Middlesbrough can possibly counter-attack. Largely Ramanzani on that left-hand side. Loses out to Barton. Steals it back. Barton steals it back. But Ramanzani still somehow has the ball. I think he's cheating. I think he's got it on one of those like little Velcro things on his foot. Bondo's going for a run now. Crosses it in. Francois at the front. Benjaloun, do not push anybody over. You've done it twice already. Morgan, forward to Doyle. Facing away from goal. Tedesco has loads of space. Crosses it in. Great block. Moreno smashes that ball clear. What's going on with this highlight? As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been a shot. That was all over the place. Going to give him a shout. I'm going to give him a berate because we are not doing very well. It's fired people up. People seem to have lovely big smiles on their faces, but it's not converting into anything. How have we lost this game? How have we genuinely lost this game? Ballo's going for a run to Barton, back to Ballo. Forward in the middle is Jang Dae-ho. A bit of space. Darko heads down. Rory Allen controls it. This is the last chance. Last chance saloon. Crosses in. Fabio Silva's there. And the old man of the team at 32, Fabio Silva, heads wide. And that is game over, surely. There is 20 seconds. And Sayer is going to take forever to take the goal kick. And it's going to be a 1-0 defeat. Sayer literally took 11 seconds to take that goal kick as well. Lourenco with the ball to Morgan. We've hit the 94. The full-time whistle goes. That is awful. That is awful again. Benjaloun gets a 7.0 despite the fact that he literally cost us the match. He literally cost us that match. What's going on with our strikers? Seriously, you're coming in for training, guys, because that was awful. So we still stay in 6th place in the table, but it looks like Leicester are likely to leap over us depending on who they're playing in their game in hand, which is Forest, who are down in 18th place. Middlesbrough are now off the bottom as well, thanks to us. You're welcome, I guess, Middlesbrough. We are now going to go forward to the other side of our Wolves game, and we're going to come back for Leeds United. We're showing all the away games. Maybe this is why we're losing. Just seeing the Arsenal game as a home match. Anyway, we'll come back for Leeds. We've made it up to Ellen Road. We have just lost to Wolves in the FA Cup third round replay. So, yeah, anyone who was expecting us to win the FA Cup, sorry, you're out of luck this season. This is what we're going to go for. And we are struggling with fitness. We have a major issue with fitness at the moment. Everyone, match load-wise, is heavy. Although we don't do a lot of rotating, which is probably part of the issue. Pintea in goal, Barton Ballo, Lambert and Benjaloun in defence. Bean and Basri are going to be the central midfielders with Darko, Moreno, Santalan and Hudson. We've got Kavic on the bench with Lines, Burns, Allen, Cameron, Meyer, Jang Dae-ho, Fabio Silva and this man Rodriguez, who's rubbish, but we basically don't have anyone else available because the African Cup of Nations screws me over when it comes to a lot of people because Tong is gone. He's not African, he's gone to Asia. Tong has left. Soma, Diallo, Kouadio and Zawari all missing on international duty. That's what I'm blaming the Middlesbrough result on, and the Wolves one, and probably this one as well. So apparently Leeds have been on very good form as of late, which is a concern because arguably we haven't been particularly on camera. We have not been on very good form. If we can win this game, we are essentially safe for another season in the Premier League, and we will keep our dreams of Champions League football alive. I can't believe I've said that out loud. 30 minutes played, and all we've managed to do is get an injury on our left wing. So, it is Moreno coming off. Do we do Silva? I think we do Silva. He can come on that left-hand side. He's good enough to play basically in any of our wing positions or as a striker. We've had no highlights at all. Until now, apparently, 37th minute, and something is happening. We're in the red today. Santalan with the ball. Poor pass from Santalan, and that is a wonderful first-time pass. Lipasek is in on goal. Pintea can save that one, and Benjaloun can get the ball clear, and that's probably the whole highlight. Game? Probably the whole highlight? They're still coming forward. I don't know whether it was the whole highlight. Gonzalez has the ball in the middle to Lizarenga. Cross to Christensen on that left-hand side. Loads of Leeds shirts in the middle. A few red ones as well, though, which is probably the better number. Gonzalez has the ball across to Lizarenga. And now this man's name. They've already had their chance from this highlight. I'm almost certain nothing is happening. There you go. That highlight was mostly passing around because the shot happened earlier. There is another one obviously happening now, though. Back heel, and Lizaraga is in on goal. Pintea makes another spectacular save, but Leeds are looking like a world-class football team at the moment, which is a worry because we are looking like a championship one. It's a corner from the right towards the back post. Ballo can get that ball clear. Lipiek can hold on and keep that in play just about. Desmet to Lizaraga. Where are you going to go? All the way back to Christensen. The highlights probably happened. There you go. Pedro Felipe now with a throw. We have yet to see the ball in their half with us on the ball. Really, that's kind of the crux of it at the moment, isn't it? Pedro Felipe finds Lizaraga outside the area. I thought he was going to go for a shot. It's now Christensen crosses in. If he wasn't offside, the rules have changed. He was miles off. Why are we getting VAR? Stevie Wonder could see he was offside. Look how far offside he is. He's on the penalty spot. He's literally on the penalty spot. We've got one player in the penalty area. Half time, it is 0-0. And we have been just appalling. We have been absolutely appalling. We've had little possession and shots and just general football ability. We just haven't done anything. Do we change it up? Do we change it up to go to a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress out of the box? And we basically just do that. We've got the players to do the job. We have the players. Pintea cannot be a sweeper keeper on attack because that role does not work. Every time I've used it, we just concede goals for fun. So we are going to try it. We're going to move over to the 4-2-3-1. Something needs to change because we're not in this game. We've got a corner 5 minutes into the second half, and Jean-Francois Lambert has got his first goal for the club, his first goal of the season, and we have taken the lead. I mean, it's from a set piece. I feel like my tactical changes haven't made any difference to this. Maybe it was my team talk. Maybe that's what changed everything. Babovic with the free kick. Obviously, formerly our player, Babovic, by the way. He is playing for Leeds United. We sold him in the summer. Lambert, the goal scorer, finds Fabio Silva. Now Basri, Santallan, through a ball, finds Hudson. No real support, doesn't need it. Forces a good save out of Frank in goal. It's going to be another corner. Are we going to stick it on Lambert's head again? Darko takes it towards the front post and nobody was there. Right, we probably need to look at doing some subs. We've got another corner, maybe. Looking at this, Barton needs to come off. Brett Lyons is going to come on and he'll probably score a goal. Do we do anything else? Do we do this? And then we'll go for Rory Allen in midfield? Sure, Rory Allen. And we'll do that so Basri can sit in the middle. If we make him a shadow striker in the middle, and then possibly we might see something spectacular from Basri. We've got ourselves a throw by the looks of it, but we're not going to see because I did some subs. Final 15 minutes. Leeds with the ball deep inside their own half, passing back to the goalkeeper. We've nicked the ball here as well. Darko to Santallan. Through ball, finds Fabio Silva. He's gone down. Basri's there. And Anas Basri gets his second goal of the season. His second goal for Dover. His 50th career league goal, apparently. Most of them are actually, I think they came from probably Wydad Casablanca, if I'm not mistaken. We're 2-0 up now. Maybe this is the formation we go for nowadays. All credit as well to Fabio Silva there for just taking him on for the team. He got flattened. Lyons with a throw. Are we going to make it 3 and make this match look like it was easy? Brett Lyons, he loves a goal. He loves a goal when coming off the bench. Not a goal for Leeds. That's not what we're after. Lipiak is going to go for a run off towards that right-hand side. Forward ball. Gonzalez is going to collect it. Plays it in the middle. It's a good save from Pintea. And we have dodged another bullet there. Second half, we were a much better team. First half, we were not very good. Second half, the change in formation, I think, definitely worked. Basri getting himself a goal. Silva actually doing all right as well. Brett Lyons getting a 6.6, but, you know, he's a right-back. He's a centre-back, actually, playing as a right-back. So the biggest thing from that result is we are now going to essentially be guaranteed Premier League football. I know it sounds ridiculous. We are 7th place in the table after 22 games, but we have hit the magic 40-point mark, which means us getting relegated is probably unlikely, even if we lose every single game for the rest of the season. And if we do that, I'd probably get sacked. Because it is the 27th of January, we're going to go forward to the other side of deadline day. I've got no money. I don't think I've got any money to spend. I've got money to spend. I'm probably not going to spend it. I might spend it. We'll come back after deadline day and I'll show you what I've done if I've done anything. I told you we weren't going to do anything on deadline day. We have sold UG to Wolfsburg. You probably don't even know who UG is. We signed him a while ago. Did we pay money? We didn't. We got him on a free transfer, spent some time out on loan in various places. Part of that was Wolfsburg, apparently, and now he is left on a permanent deal. He was never going to play. And that was actually it. That was all we did. We have fended off some interest for Basri. There are a lot of teams sniffing around the Moroccan international, and we have managed to basically reject all of them, and he didn't care. Specifically when teams like Borussia Dortmund came in with bids for him for about £30 million. He went, yeah, he wasn't fussed. Did not care that we rejected them. I've offered him a new contract, because one thing I have noticed, he does have a £73 million minimum fee release, which sounds like a big number, but I think he might hit that, and I don't want to lose him. I think Basri is the type of player that if we were to play this for 10 more seasons, he'd be here for 7 of them, and he would be absolutely superb for 7 of those seasons. Also, speaking of Basri, he now tries tricks, because he's got 16 flair, 16 long shots, 16 first touch, 16 dribbling, 16 passing, and 17 technique. I feel like him being able to do the odd Cruyff turn and things like that might turn out to be quite a good thing. Oh, and we also lost against Spurs. We weren't very good, but that's kind of to be expected because, you know, the African Cup of Nations is still going on and we don't have half of our players still. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we are probably going to go around here? Maybe? Wolves-Leicester? What did we do before? We don't think we did a Wolves or Leicester. So we might go for Wolves-Leicester, I think might be the next episode. And we are on the run into the end of the season. We have to hope that we can kind of keep this up. I'm not expecting Champions League. Europa Conference League football, I will be very happy with. Europa League football, I'll be very happy with. Champions League football is probably a little bit too much. But thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you in the next episode.